Welcome back and welcome to another book haul. This book haul is going to be the rest of the books and bookish things that I got in the UK book haul because I am heading back to Denver soon. So I think this video will still be uploaded whilst I am in the UK, but I kind of didn't do an October book haul because I thought, I'm going to be probably getting some more books in that kind of last rush to buy books or see friends who have books for me in the UK. So I thought I'll do a kind of remainder of my stay in the UK book haul. So these are in no particular order today because I've just gathered everything I've got and put it in a big pile, and I'm like, this pile is massive. What's going on with this? How have I got this many books? How am I going to get them back on an aeroplane? Yeah. Anyway, let's look at the lovely books we got. We'll start with the book that I am sort of in the middle of right now, and that is Almost Midnight by Rainbow Rowell. You'll have seen this on my Instagram, and I'm trying to get it to sparkle because this is like rough texture, like sparkly. That's really nice. It's really tiny, and I was shocked at how expensive it was because it is such a tiny book. It's like £10, and it's really, really tiny book. However, I am cracking on with it, and I've got my Imagine Things bookshop bookmark in it as well, which is too big for the book. It's such a tiny book. Then I was shopping with the lovely Zarina in London at the weekend, and she took me to a fab branch of Oxfam Books, and I found a UK copy of the second book in Colleen Oakes' series, Blood of Wonderland. I have read the first book, Queen of Hearts, and the third book in the series has just come out in the States. I'm not sure if it's out in the UK yet, but I found this in Oxfam Books. It's only £3, and I'm excited because my version of Queen of Hearts is signed and it is the US version, so I quite like the fact that I've got the UK version to put on my shelf with it. Then you'll have seen this in my video last week, but I just wanted to haul it for you, and that is A Guinea Pig, Romeo and Juliet. I will put a link to the video where I read this one with special guinea pig guest star up here somewhere, and I'll also link it down below as well. That is to go with my collection of A Guinea Pig, Pride and Prejudice, and A Guinea Pig Nativity, of course. I think I might do one of my Vlogmas videos as A Guinea Pig Nativity, yes. Then I was sent a couple of books from publishers, which will feature in this one. The first of these was a copy of Aphrodite's Tears by Hannah Fielding. This one, don't know if it is already out or when it is out. I'm pretty sure it's out at the beginning of next year. It's not telling me on here, but it is a beast of a book. This is coming out in hardback, in case you can't tell, and this is a proof copy. But yes, very sort of excited to have this one because it is a very, very chunky book, but it looks exciting. Then a little while ago, again, you'll have seen on my Insta story, you'll have seen on my Instagram, I went to an event with Dan Brown. He only did one UK event to celebrate the publication of his new book, Origin, and that was in Harrogate. I mean, how convenient is that? So Mum and I got tickets and went down, and it included a copy of the book, and this particular copy is also a signed copy, which is very exciting. It was exciting to hear him talk, but let me just show you, getting a little preview there. Let me take the cover off. I mean, firstly, the naked book is quite exciting as well. It's got these hexagons all tessellating together, but the end papers are rather lush. This is definitely a beautiful book, and I am also on the wait list for the audiobook of this one from the library. However, I am not caught up with the series, so I don't know whether I need to catch up with the series before I start this one. If you have read the series, let me know in the comments whether I need to catch up with it before reading this one, or whether I can just go straight into this one or not, okay? Let me know, I need to know. As well as the book, we also got randomly, which you'll have seen on my Instagram, a t-shirt. This t-shirt here, which advertises the book basically. I'd seen it on Instagram. I mean, the t-shirt's not going to fit me, and it just says the name of the book and it says out now, so I'm not sure why we got the t-shirts. I mean, it's something different, but it's not like I'm going to wear it or anything. So yeah, not sure what to do with the t-shirt again. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. Then also, when I was with Zarina, she always brings me books. I try and bring her books as well, but I never bring as many books to her as she brings to me. So as usual, she put me to shame and brought me 4 books, and I only gave her 1 book, so I always feel bad. But she gave me her copy of The Tin Man, which is by Sarah Winman. And I love this because it's like a naked book. And I've heard so many good things, gorgeous blue end papers, so many good things about this one. And it looks like it might be a nice quick read as well. It's just under 200 pages. So this one, I know I keep saying this about books, but this one may be a candidate to come with me back on the plane, to read on the plane, because I always like to have a physical book, an ebook and an audiobook on the plane, just so I can see what takes my fancy. And I've also got a layover as well, so plenty of time to read during that time too. And then the other things she got me, again, you'll have seen on my Instagram, were the new Enid Blyton Famous 5 revivals. So we've got 5 Go on a Strategy Away Day, 5 Go Parenting, and 5 Forget Mother's Day. So I'm really excited to get stuck into these. I think I need to read them whilst I'm still in the UK, because they are so sort of quintessentially, well, I mean, they're quintessentially English really, but yeah, very British and Enid Blyton. And I think if I read them once I've just gone back, then I'll end up missing home. So I think I need to read them whilst I'm still here. And again, these are quite quick reads too, so they're not going to be too long. This one is just under 100 pages and it's got quite big font and quite spaced out on the page, so maybe an afternoon sat reading through those would be a good idea. And then along the same lines, I got some of the Ladybird books with the sort of revamped ones for adults, these little guys. So I got The Husband, The Dad, The Big Night Out, and The Cat. So some of these are definitely going to go in people's Christmas gift bags because they just make a nice stocking filler, but we'll see how many of them I decide to keep for myself and how many I manage to give away. They go along the same lines as the Famous 5 revivals as well. And then another book I was sent from a publisher is another beast of a book, so it may have to try and be read before I go back, because I don't know if I'm going to fit it in my bag otherwise. And that is the Fair Vale Ladies Book Club. So this is the proof copy, which you can see has this gorgeous gold bit on the front. And then if we look on the back here, you can see what the finished cover is going to look like. And this one is out on the 1st of March. I will read you the blurb of this one because it sounds really intriguing. So it says, in 1978, the Northern Territory had begun to self-govern and telephones are not yet a common fixture. Life is hard and people are isolated, but these 5 women find a way to connect. Sybil, the matriarch of Fairvale Station, misses her eldest son and is looking for a distraction. Kate, Sybil's daughter-in-law, is thousands of miles away from home and finding it difficult to adjust to life in Fairvale. Rita, Sybil's oldest friend, is living far away in Alice Springs and working for the Royal Flying Doctor Service. Sally Ann, mother of 3, dreams of a life far removed from the dusty town where she lives with her difficult husband. And Della, who left Texas for Australia, is looking for advice and work on the land and needs some purpose in her life. Sybil comes up with a way to give them all companionship. They all love to read and she forms a book club. Yay! as these 5 women bond over their love of books, they form friendships that will last a lifetime. So I think that this one sounds a bit like, I think because you've got the Australian factor with one American there, I think it sounds a little bit like a Liane Moriarty book. But then you've got the fact that they've kind of formed the book club and their friendship, and they're, you know, older women who have families, and so I'm getting kind of like help vibes from it. So yeah, I thought this one sounded really amazing, so when I got an email about it I said yes, I really want to read that one. And as I say, it is quite a long one. It's just over 400 pages, but they are full pages, so maybe it's a challenge to see if I can read this one before I go back. But it is a lovely proof copy. Yeah, probably not a candidate for a plain read just because it's so heavy, but we'll see. Then I went to meet the lovely Julia Chapman, who is author of the Dale's Detective series. I went to meet her in Settle, which is where the inspiration for the setting for her Dale's Detective novels came from. And she had a lovely chat with us, and we chatted about her books and lots of other things, and she gifted us a couple of her books as well as signing the ones we already had. So I got this very exciting American edition of Date with Death, which is obviously a hardback, and looks quite different to the UK edition. I have a video coming up where I compare the two, so I'm not going to show you the UK edition right now. But yeah, this copy of Date with Death, and I'm excited to take this back to the States with me and show my book group because I think they will love it. And then she also writes books under another name, which is from a different genre, and so she gave us one of those books, which is from a series set in France, and that is the French Postmistress, which is the 3rd book in this series. It's a series of 5 books, and she writes these under the name Julia Stack, just because they are 2 different genres, and so she got those. So thank you very much, Julia, for those. I've been gifted so many lovely books this month. I'm so excited. Yes, so it's something a bit different and completely unexpected as well, which is lovely. And then I have a couple of things which are not books and not book t-shirts, but that I thought I would want to show you because I just wanted to show you them. Another gift that I was given was from a friend that I went to see also when I was down in London at the weekend, and it is this notebook that says, "Okay, but first coffee," which if you follow me on any social media or you've seen me do the coffee book tag, you will know I love coffee. And I have a keyring that says this on my bag that I took away with me. So yeah, that one's that one. And then on a similar theme, I got myself a new diary for next year, and it is slightly different to the one I had before, a little bit thinner, so hopefully it should be able to travel with me a bit better, because the one that I have at the minute is lovely and big and sits out on my sort of workspace all the time, but this one, because it's a little bit thinner, I think will be better because I can take it with me. And it says less Monday, more coffee. And it's got the layout that I like, where you've got more space for the weekdays and slightly less space for the weekend, which I was struggling to find something which had the exact layout that I wanted. I went into Paper Chase and I just didn't see anything that kind of grabbed me. There was one which I quite liked the layout of, but I really didn't like the design on the cover. And then I found this one in the works and it was only £2, so it had to be done. Okay, so there we have my remainder of the UK visit book haul. Hopefully I won't get any more books in the next week. I will try not to get any more books in the next week. I need to take them back to the library, the ones that I haven't managed to read, and I'm going to try and read as much as I possibly can between now and going back, because I I don't think I'm going to fit all of these in my suitcase, funnily enough. But yes, let me know, as I say, if I need to read the Dan Brown books in order or not, and let me know which of these books that you are most excited about hearing my thoughts on. I will have another video up for you soon. We're getting to the stage now where I don't know if it's going to be a this background video or a old background video or a new version of my old background video. It's very exciting, but I'll have a new one soon, so make sure you click that subscribe button so that it lands in your subscription feed and you don't miss it. And if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and let me know, as I say, in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.